Good evening, folks. I'm Scott Miller. We interrupt regular programming with heartbreaking developments out of Pine Spur, a quiet rural community in Lakeside County. On December 23rd, at approximately 4 p.m., multiple gunshots rang out in the quiet streets of Pine Spur during what should have been a peaceful late afternoon just before the Christmas holiday. The 14 suspects, all members of the 222nd Army Battalion's B Company, are now in custody. Reports indicate many of the assailants were disrobed and behaving erratically, shouting about demons, wizards, and zombies. Investigators believe narcotics played a significant role. After the incident, the suspects fled the area, inadvertently igniting a large barn fire on nearby farmland before collapsing unconscious in an adjacent field roughly 1 kilometer from town. Deputies apprehended them without further incident. Authorities have not yet released official figures on casualties, citing the ongoing investigation, although they have confirmed that multiple residents were killed and others wounded during the incident. The Lakeside County Sheriff's Department continues to secure the area, with forensics teams meticulously processing the scene. Property damage is extensive, and the emotional impact on Pine Spur's 1,200 residents is profound. We're now joined by Sheriff Buck Harlan, who is currently at the scene. Sheriff, thank you for taking the time. Can you tell us anything about the incident?
You know what? I've been doing this job 28 years, and I've never seen anything that makes less goddamn sense than what went down yesterday. Calls started flooding in around 4:15, gunfire, screaming, and more naked men running wild than you'd see at a bad bachelor party. Witnesses say one of them was firing an antique flintlock pistol he must have stolen from somebody's wall while swinging a long stick around like he was jousting windmills. Another one was scooping up snowballs and chucking them as hard as he could, hollering 500 hand grenades at the top of his lungs. Then there's poor Walter Greeley, local hardware store owner, who'd volunteered to play Santa for the kids' Meet Santa event over at the community center. These fellas shot him dead, stripped him buck naked right there in the street, and half the group took turns wearing his Santa suit while they kept shooting. Those children are going to need therapy for life. On a bizarre silver lining, I guess, the soldiers apparently stumbled across old Clyde Whitaker, who vanished without a trace back in March of 2019. Turns out he'd been living as a hermit in the abandoned silver mine just outside town. Unfortunately, when the group found him, it looks like they got into what can only be described as a horrific knife fight. So Clyde's dead. By the time we rolled up, they'd already torched Mr. Jenkins's barn and hightailed it into the fields. We just followed the trail of discarded Santa pants and bare footprints through the snow. Found all 14 of them passed out cold, sprawled in the mud like they'd partied themselves into a coma. We're just thankful it ended when it did.
Sheriff, we appreciate the update. We also obtained a statement from Bravo's company commander, Captain Coffeepot. He said, quote, "The actions of these men are an absolute disgrace to the uniform and to the Army. We're fully cooperating with law enforcement. As for Bravo Company's contribution yesterday, those drooling, window-licking, air-headed thunderclits have single-handedly set military discipline back 50 years. They'll be dealt with severely." A blunt assessment from the captain. We'll continue to follow this story as more details emerge. From all of us here at BCN, our deepest sympathies go out to the victims, their families, and the entire community during this unimaginable holiday tragedy. Good night.